This is Linked. I'm your host, Chris Cashon, and today we talk Slate Safety with Shane Willimon. Thank you very much for being here.
My pleasure.
This is Shane Willimon, everybody. You know him. Iron feet. Can't see his feet. Put up. Put up.
Good.
There you go.
Can you hold it for me?
But he has feet. He actually has feet.
Yes.
Thank you for being here.
Yes.
All these people want to know a little bit about you, and we're going to be doing a bunch of interviews with some other people as well. So, what's your role? Can you kind of give us an overview of Iron Feet? And
Well, for those who may have already seen some of the episodes, in episode 1, I kind of come across as a vagrant. That's what it kind of looks like, as I'm just standing against a wall waiting to attack somebody. But my character's name in the beginning was Maynard Arthur Nelson, a.k.a. in the script, or in the title, it was like Man, the Man, M-A-N.
That's right, it was.
You the man.
Yeah,
That's right.
So it's kind of like...
That's right, it was.
Yeah. And, but his name eventually becomes Iron Feet because of what happens from IguanaMan. He ends up attacking me, tearing my feet off, therefore I cannot walk. Therefore I get really upset and aggravated, and then we go to a crazy doctor where I am replaced with these gigantic 1970s Iron Feet.
That's our wonderful director that came up with that idea.
Yes. So it was fun. It was a nice look.
I'm the man.
Yes. So, but that's kind of the evolution of that character. But as far as like his existence before all of that, you kind of have to guess, where he was coming from. And I'm just assuming he came from a bad background, and it just became worse. Bitter, angry, revengeful, and he becomes a supervillain. So.
Yes.
Yes.
Iron Feet.
Yes.
Obviously, you've done a lot of stuff in the past, and you've done a lot of theater,
Yes.
and you've done a bunch of short films, and
Yes.
you've been in some stuff on TV too.
Yes.
How'd you get into acting?
Well, honestly, I got into acting when I was a kid. I know everybody probably says that, but that's where it really did start for me. As a kid, I used to play act with my brother, but we didn't just play. I wanted to be the director, so we played something. I was like, okay, you walk into this room, you're going to feel this, and when you see me, react this way. And if he didn't do it right, I'd say, no, you did it wrong, let's go back and do it again. And we didn't have a camera or anything.
Director, actor.
Yes, we didn't have a camera, we just played that way. But I always said I wanted to be a Hollywood producer, is what I said, but I didn't realize what producer, director, I didn't know the difference and everything. And so years went by, and I kind of started, when you grow up, you kind of go in different directions, and you kind of lose sight of what you were thinking as a kid sometimes, and got into high school and started doing a little acting there again. And then a few years got by me again, but in 1992, my mother happened to say she saw in the newspaper where they're having auditions at the South Carolina Children's Theater. And so I said, ooh. So I got myself together, and I called and said, what do I got to do? And they said, you just prepare a monologue, come up here. So I didn't know prepare a monologue meant just find one. I actually went home and wrote it.
Oh, you wrote one?
I played like 4 different people in the monologue is what I did. And at that time, the director, from what I heard, and again, this is not me throwing out accolades to myself, but it was more or less...
The schizophrenia right in your family.
Yes. No, it was like I just wanted to show my diversity, I guess is the reason why I did it that way. But according to what they told me, it made an impression on the director there, and he wanted me to come back and audition for Oliver. Well, I didn't know that was like 4 plays later, so I kept going.
Old for Oliver.
Yes, of course. Well, I kept going for each play to audition, even though he didn't tell me to, because I was having this drive. I wanted to do this, and then I had made a tape and sent it to WI.
Right?
Huh?
It becomes an addiction.
It very much so did, and
I'm a
I
theater
did,
person too.
Yeah, oh yeah, and so I did a videotape and I sent it to WYFF, just seeing, because I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what process you go through, and I said, how do you get yourself out there? So I made this big long tape, and they sent me back a message or a letter or something saying, thank you very much for you. You're very this and very that. We can see a lot of Robin Williams in you. And that's when it started. That's when I realized, okay, everybody's comparing me to Robin Williams back then. I went to the audition for Oliver, and I didn't know what part he had me in mind for. So I auditioned, and I got the part of Mr. Sowerberry. Well, when I got that, being my first play, we did it at the Peace Center. For me, that was a big to-do because it was at the Gunner Theater, which holds about 400 and something.
Yeah,
and
nice theater, though.
Oh, yeah, it's awesome.
That's in Greenville.
Oh, yeah, it's in Greenville, South Carolina.
Greenville,
South Carolina, where we're shooting
United
Iron Man.
States, North America, the world.
South rules.
Yes, it does. It still ain't dead yet.
Hey, y'all.
It's rising again, baby. The thing is, when we did Oliver, we had the experience that I had, for me, it's just like when people ask me, what is my favorite film of all time? What is my favorite Star Wars film? I'm sorry. And I always say the first one because that's the one that hit me the hardest as a kid. It influenced me the most. So Oliver would have to be my favorite play, even though literally, if I break it down, it's not like my favorite one, but it is my favorite one because it started me in what I'm doing.
Yeah,
I got the bug, you want to say. And believe it or not, and I'm saying this humbly because I think of myself as a humble person, I do, but I ended up having a fan base at that time, that being my first show. I had people that came back to see the show over and over and over just because I was in it. And then they would bring people from Massachusetts and all this to introduce them to me, and I was like, I don't know why.
I love you, Shane.
Thank you.
Well,
but I don't know why that it was such a. For me, I couldn't see it. You can't see what other people see, I guess, when they're watching a show. But that's how I got started, and then the rest basically is history.
It is history.
Yeah, everything is history.
Yeah. That's how you got into filmmaking. How'd you meet us?
No, honestly, I've known you guys for quite some time. Not as Third Mind, maybe, but I've known you guys individually for quite some time. Wofford the longest. And I think
Wofford is our DP.
Yes, and I think I met Dean not long after that through either was it I don't know if it was South Pacific. What show was that, Dean? That I met you in, and that's where I met you, Kimberly.
1776.
Ah, was that it? It was that long ago, probably, because I can't remember.
Was it in 1776?
No. I mean, the play was probably that long ago.
Yeah,
there was a play musical.
15 years ago.
But that's where I met. I met Wofford originally. Actually, I think how I met Wofford, if I remember Wofford, tell me correctly. My friend Al, he'll kill me for calling him that, even though that's his name.
It's okay, we'll leave it in.
He says, don't call me that, I'll kill you, is what he always says. His name is Al. Well, I call him Ray, or Al Ray is what I call him. But
yeah.
Anyway, he said, I got a friend I want you to meet during lunch. He said he's interested in acting and whatnot. So we met, I think, at Campi or someplace like that. And that's where he introduced me to Wofford. And Wofford said he wanted me to look at his headshots. And as soon as I looked at him, and I wasn't being like...
I think I know the headshots you're talking about.
Yeah, I wasn't
This is about the time you're going to see a shot come up on the screen.
We will not be posting that.
We will be putting a headshot on the video.
No, you should put that up there.
Moving on.
It'll be a little inset right here where my hand is.
Yeah. The reason why you should show that, it should show the progression of where he's come from and where he is now.
He's a handsome man, am I right?
This is about you, Shane. It's not about Wofford.
Well, right now I want it to be about you because that's how polite I am. But when I saw the headshot, my reaction was, I was like, no. I said no. Shouldn't. I said you need to change that or get it. And I said I'm not trying to be mean. I said, but they're gonna throw that away if you send them that. And so he went and redid it, and he got one that's a little closer that I think is hanging up at the Greenville Theater now. I believe.
The one hanging up is the one I showed you.
Oh, that is.
That's the same one.
That's the one I showed you.
Because I remember one you showed me that kind of showed a little bit back from here up, like from middle, kind of midway up, and I just remember going, nah. I met you doing theater as far as like Studio 444s. Yeah. And I think we mentioned a while ago, I'm not sure, that the Studio 444s are a small one-act play series. It's like a series that they do.
Yeah, it's kind of like a sideshow at a circus kind of thing in a way.
Yeah, it's one act, and they do them at Greenville Theater, and it's called Studio 444 because that's their address. Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. It's not too
nothing
much. Bad.
Yeah, nothing too bad.
A little bit more, and then do improv at the end of it.
And so we did a few shows like that, and then I also had the honor of directing a Studio 444 that you and Wofford both were in, and another good friend of ours who passed away last year, he was in as well. And I have to be honest with you, I was so proud of you guys because I knew what we had. Well, I knew what we had was funny, but I honestly did not know the audience was going to do like that. I did not. And by throwing Ryan in there, portraying Suzanne McCullough. Yeah. And the thing that made it so ironic is that even though it was a success there for Ryan doing that, I thought, well, if you did it at another theater, that most people wouldn't get what you're doing. Yeah. Because it was geared to be Suzanne McCullough, and everybody else there knew that. So that's how I met you, and we just stayed friends as a result, which usually we all do when you do theater.
Back to Third Mind stuff.
Yes.
We've had a lot of fun on different Third Mind sets. Mm-hmm. We've done a bunch of different things. You've been in a bunch of different things besides IguanaMan. right?
Yes. Yes.
So I can think of a couple of stories of things that have happened to you and things that we have done that have been hilarious. But what's some stuff that give us a good story to tell the audience that happened to one of our Third Mind sets, whether it be IguanaMan or something else?
Well, I don't know if anything that I would say constitutes funny for IguanaMan, even though a lot of stuff happened that was funny. I just can't think of myself personally as far as anything. Thank you, Dean. You reminded me of one moment there.
If you don't tell it,
where I was helping with the slate, and if I remember correctly, you may have to help me understand because I must have hit myself too hard with it. I went to slate, and did I slate my eyeball or did I slate my nose? What did
you slated your nose?
Oh,
I don't.
Yeah, we're gonna have it. We're gonna.
I don't know.
You're gonna see the clip right about now, so we're gonna throw it to a clip.
IguanaMan, scene 6B, take 1.
And we're back. Now,
I don't know how that happened.
See, that was hilarious, was it not?
I don't know how
we're gonna
that
actually
happened.
repeat it a couple times, more than likely.
Thank you.
So we're gonna go to that clip again.
Yeah, make it like that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Now, hang on, we're going to that clip again.
Ain't nobody got time for that. IguanaMan, scene 6B, take 1.
And we're back. So.
Yes, well, thank you.
It's good times. It was
Thank
great.
you.
It was very funny. We probably laughed, 5-10 minutes, I think, after that.
Yes,
What's funny about it too is he's in his IguanaMan outfit.
Yes.
Doing that.
And he's like,
Short on crew.
IguanaMan, scene 5, take 2, action. So
Thank you,
it was
Chris.
fun. So we kind of told stuff about Third Mind and things you've done with IguanaMan and some other projects. So what else are you doing, and how can our audience follow you?
I currently just got through shooting a film yesterday, actually, believe it or not, called Illusion, and it's not coming out till probably September or something like that. It's for a film festival.
Okay.
And then I'm also part of a series called The First 5 Years. And I was excited about that because I have to say that was different. It was kind of like being in the TV show The Office. That's what it reminded me of.
Okay.
Kind of shot like that a little bit. And I did a film which has been winning all kinds of awards, and I say that. Huh? Uh-oh, yeah. Hey.
Stand back. Hey.
Well, I mean, it has, and I mean, I'm proud for the guy
Can I
who...
have your autograph?
No, not for me. It's not me, but it could be, though. But no, it's the guy who did this. This was his first film ever, and we shot it in Indiana, and it was hot. But it was shot in July it was 2 years ago, shot in July. And when we were shooting it, of course, when you're watching something, it's like people when they did Star Wars. Like Sir Alec Guinness said he had no idea what was going on. Because the script was so, every which way, but the script was fine. It was just the way they were shooting it. You were thinking, how's this going to work? And they put it together, and I have to say, it's probably one of the best independent films of that sort I have ever seen.
So we'll look out for that.
Yeah, it's at Walmart now, actually.
Oh, is it already?
Walmart.
What's the name of it?
Plug it again?
7 Deadly Words.
7 Deadly Words. All right, we'll have to look at that.
It's went to the Cannes Film Festival. It's won Best Picture, Audience Favorite, Best Director, Best Screenplay,
Wow,
Best.
very
There's been
cool.
a lot of stuff on it.
Very cool. We'll put a link. We'll put a link down in the description in the bottom.
Yeah.
Well, our lizard friend has has some questions that I ask you here. Some rapid fire stuff. So no thinking. Clear
Sure.
your head.
Oh, I don't never think.
But the first thing we're gonna do is just rapid fire. First thing pops in your head.
Okay.
Just tell us what your favorite movie.
Star Wars.
Of course, we should know that. Favorite actor.
Robin Williams.
How about female actor?
Robin Williams.
That's the best answer I think we've gotten. TV show.
Andy Griffin Show.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Food.
Asian.
Okay. Musical.
Sound of Music.
Sound of Music. That's a good choice. Meat or tofu?
Meat.
Blue or green?
Green.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Water or vodka?
Water.
Brussels sprouts or broccoli?
Water.
If you had to eat one of them,
Broccoli.
put cheese on it.
Broccoli.
Mountains or the beach?
Beach.
Would you rather kiss a horse or lick a cow?
Lick the cow where? Probably lick a cow, because that'd be pretty simple,
Okay. Okay.
I think.
Okay. I would have picked kiss, but okay. Well, yeah, kiss a horse is a lot easier than licking a cow.
Well, that's why we're not dating.
Oh, well. Well, thank you very much,
Yes,
Shane.
I enjoyed
appreciate
it.
it.
Thank
I know
you.
these guys appreciate it too.
Thank you.
And we'll be seeing a lot more of Iron Feet in the future.
Hope so.
All right.
Awesome.
Thanks so much, Shane. Be sure to subscribe to us, Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. You can also follow me, Chris Cashon. We'll see you next time. So how'd you meet me?
well, we used to date, and then when we started that for a while, and kind of got bored of that, but the acting kicked in.
We had a little while after we broke up that just was rough.
Don't talk about that.
It's a time that should not be
Act 2, time to move on to Act 2. There we go, let's go.
Counseling helps.
Yeah, not with us, it didn't. Some things just can't be helped.
Hey, not now.
Okay, sorry. Life is good, though, isn't it? And they say, okay, we're going to go down in the basement. Well, the word basement came out like that you'd see in a horror movie, like basement's basement. It was like, get out, get out, get out. That's what it was playing. And
has anybody been here before?
yeah, has anybody done this before?
IguanaMan. Scene 5, take 2, action.
IguanaMan, scene 6B, take 1.